E-Butter go crazy. E-Butter go crazy.
It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on week 16 starts and sits, or whatever questions you may have. I'm going to go over some of the bad weather games and give y'all some context because I know I need to do that. And I've been off work, so that's why I'm giving y'all the videos because I'm off work. So that's where this channel going to be going, guys, as I can leave my other job and I can just come home and just do straight content. I can bust 5-6 videos out a day. This is easy. But when I have to work, I only can do one video and I have to kind of consolidate. So thank y'all for tuning in. For everybody that's still in the fantasy football playoffs, if you're not and you still watching, I still salute you. Thank you very much. So let's let the questions fly. Let me see here. All right, let me go to the first, see what's going on in the chat. Raja, what's up, bruh? He said, what's good, bruh? You won't believe this. Laughing my butt off. JT, Jalen, and Olave out for me. I'm in the finals against the number one guy, too. That's how I be, man. Same thing with me. I'm in a dynasty league where I'm the lowest scoring guy right now. I'm the number 3 seed, but I got the lowest amount of points. I got Jalen Hurts out. Debo's out. I got a lot of players out, but I thrive off of that. I love getting cutting edge. I love going to a player that nobody's on and playing them and winning with it. I love playing Christian Watson on my squads and stuff like that, guys. So, guys, embrace it. It's like football. It's like sports. It's like life. Embrace the downfall and thrive on it and play better and be better. And if you lose, don't worry about it. That's why I'm telling you, we all want finish. I want fantasy championships. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. But if I lose in the league and I made the right starts and sits, that's the only thing that I'm worried about is making sure that I go down with the ship that brought me home. That's the only thing, guys. So, yeah, bruh, I get it, bruh. I think you got a chance to win. And CC Sharks, what's up, bruh? He says Trevor Lawrence or Derek Carr. Okay, so these are 2 bad weather games. So with Trevor, I think it's like 40 degrees, high winds. Derek Carr is 10 degrees with 13 miles per hour wind. And actually, they got gusts of 20 miles per hour in the Steelers game, in the Raiders game. Just 40% chance of it's just 40 degrees weather, high winds with the Jacksonville, and 80% chance of rain. So to me, bruh, because Trevor's been playing so great, I'm not going to get super duper cute and try to get the last weather game because you asked me for 2 guys. So out of those 2 guys, bro, I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. I'm sorry. I don't feel great about Trevor going against New York Jets, but do I feel good about Carr going against the Pittsburgh Steelers? So to me, if you wanted to get super cute and just play the best weather, best matchup per se, it would be Derek Carr. But to me, I think that's getting a little too cute. That's being disingenuous to Trevor Lawrence. So if you want to go with Derek Carr, the science makes sense. Better weather game. The wind is not as high. But if you wanted to go with Trevor Lawrence, I think it's the best player. Sometimes better players thrive in bad situations. So to me, man, I'm going with Trevor. But if you want to go with Derek Carr, I think it's perfectly fine. I couldn't chastise you for it because I understand what's going on. Let me see. Great question, though, CC Sharks. Great question. Hopefully they helped you out. Raja says, I picked up Zach Moss and J.K. Dobbins to fill the running back flex roles. I love it. J.K. Dobbins is in my top 10 video. Top 12 video. Go watch it out. Go check it out, guys. And Zach Moss, I didn't have him on my top 12, but I think he is a great streamer this week. I don't care what type of talent he got or what's going on. With them playing against the Chargers, they not that great against the run. There's nothing wrong with playing Zach Moss there. I understand it, man. So those are 2 good pickups, bro. Yes, sir. GDLT, what's up, bro? He says Swift going to a new team next year. You think so, bro? Wow, I won't be surprised, especially with you telling me this now. If I was the Lions, I wouldn't let him go. But if they do, hey, it is what it is. Appreciate the information, bro. And GDLT says, went with Deion Jackson over Moss because I think Coach will have to play from behind and throw more. That's fine. But I believe that I'm looking for the honey touch guy, right? I'm looking for the guy that's getting the goal line touchdowns. If you remember, I'm not saying it's the exact same situation, but if you remember when Arizona got down, you would think that Chase Edmonds would have more catches and get more opportunities, but it didn't go that way. James Conner was the goal line back scoring. That made him feel, the coaches felt good about that, so they used him more, and he was a better fantasy player than Chase Edmonds, even though they might have been down. So that's how I feel about Deion Jackson and Zach Moss. I think Zach Moss is just runs harder, and they just want somebody to get tough yards. So it's going to give him more opportunities than Deion Jackson. But could Deion Jackson catch a pass and take it 40 or 50 or have 6 catches because they down? You're right, bro. That could happen. I just rather go down with Zach Moss because I believe he's going to get a goal line opportunity. If they get close to the goal line, it's going to be Zach Moss in there because he didn't fumble. He picked up some blitzes. So I think that coaches say, okay, that's the guy I want in. I can trust him. I can trust him not to fumble. I can trust him to protect the backside of the quarterback. And he runs hard, and I'm going to give him goal line opportunities. That's what I believe. But there's nothing wrong with playing Deion Jackson. I get it. Again, go down with what you feel in your gut, and I'm not going to chastise you Monday. Or whenever we come, I do another line. Great job, bro. CHB, what up, bro? I hope you good, man. Keep your head up, held high. Hey, hopefully you made the right plays. I haven't asked you, but if you ever get a chance, man, send me the matchup on Gmail, and we can chop it up about there, bro, just to see if you want to. If you're ready to move forward, that's fine. But if you want to break that down, bro, I can break it down a little bit more, and maybe we can see where you could have done something different. Or if you've done everything that you could, bro. Sometimes fantasy is like that. You can't let one win or loss get you down. And that's why I try to get in at least about 5 leagues. At least 5. No, and I get it. You don't want to have too many leagues. But sometimes you can have one league do great in, and then you lose in it, and then your world is beat down. That's why I try to get in multiple leagues. That way, if I lose in one league, I got a good team in another league. Brandon Creasy, what's up, bro? He says, I had Hurts as my quarterback. Should I start Minshew or pick up Purdy or Zach Wilson? Okay. I can't tell you to pick up. I like Zach Wilson, but I don't like him this game. He still might play okay, but I don't. I would say, bro, play Minshew. Go down with Minshew, man. I think, look, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm nervous about Minshew. Minshew can play. Minshew is a starting quarterback. He's just not trying to leave Philly because he's at a good spot. Sometimes being a backup at a great company is better than being the head of a bad company, and you're going to get all the blame. So Gardner Minshew, right there where he's at, playing behind Jalen Hurts, it's a perfect position for him. I think Gardner knows how to go to the ball. He's going to be pushing the ball downfield to AJ Brown, to Goddard, to Smith. Devontae Smith, I think they're going to be fine, guys. So I would go with Gardner Minshew, bro, over Purdy or Zach Wilson. What's up, E? He says, bro, what up? Start Zay Jones or Hardman, full PPR. Bro, I don't know what's going to go on with Hardman, especially with Kadarius Toney back. So that's the reason why I'm going to go away from Hardman. Other than that, man, I would want to tell you to play Hardman because of Zay Jones going against a tough matchup, especially being on the outside with Sauce Gardner. But I cannot tell you to play any Hardman because I don't know what Hardman's going to be. I don't know if he come back and get a couple targets or he come back and get 10 targets. I have no clue. So to me, the safest play is Zay Jones. You know he's going to get targets. Now, it's a cold weather game. The weather is funny. It's not terrible, but it's funny. So lower your expectations. So if you got somebody else to go to, man, I don't know who else. You can put it in the chat. Let me know. Maybe play them. But right now, out of those two guys of Zay Jones and Hardman, I'm going to say Zay because I don't know what's going to happen with Hardman. He's just coming back off an injury. CHB says, after looking over the score and saw the commissioner made some last-minute changes against me. Wow. Stop it, bro. No way. No way they changed the scoring format on you in the middle of the season, right? If they did that, bro, that's cheating. You need to get out of that league. If they did that, bro, that's cheating. Get out that league. Now, if he told you, that's, whatever. If you agreed to it, whatever. But if they just did that just because they wanted to make changes because they didn't like the way the scoring was going, then, bro, you got cheated. And I would ask to let the rest of the league mates know. Say, hey, guys, what y'all think about this? This is cheating. That's why I would bring that up in the chat. And Raja says, how do you feel about Carr versus the new Eagles quarterback? Let me see. How do I feel about Carr versus the Eagles? I don't know what you mean, Raja, because how do you feel about Carr? Carr is playing the Pittsburgh Steelers. The new Eagles, okay, versus the new Eagles. Okay, which one? Okay, I got what you're saying. So which one? I would play Minshew. That'd be the game that I'm playing. I'll play Minshew, man, over Derek Carr. That's just me. Okay, so let's talk about some of these weather games. I'm going to start with Cincinnati versus the Patriots. They say it's going to be 24 degrees outside. That's cold. That's not a terrible thing. But 14 miles per hour wind consistently and gusts up to 40 miles per hour, I'm not playing no wide receivers. I don't feel great about T. Higgins or Jamar Chase. Now, can they catch a big play? They can. But I'm loving the running backs. I'm loving Samar P. Ryan. I'm loving Joe Mixon. Patriots. I'm not playing none of those wide receivers if I can help it. I love Ramondre Stevenson and maybe Hunter Henry. Maybe that's it. Maybe Pierre Strong or Damian Harris if he plays. I think this is a running back week, guys. So listen, if you choose between a running back and a wide receiver that's kind of the same, go with the running back in the cold weather games. I feel like that is going to get more carries. Now, if you got Justin Jefferson or somebody like that, you play him. If you want to play Jamar Chase, that's fine. I just want you to lower your expectations because this is going to be a cold weather game. Don't get mad at Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase because they go for 5 or 10 points because of the weather, right? This can happen. So I just want y'all to picture this already so you'll know what to expect. That way you can make the right moves before the game starts. Okay, let's go on to the Seattle versus Kansas City game, guys. Seattle versus Kansas City. They say it should be 16 degrees outside. That's cold. And they say 9 miles per hour wind. That's not bad at all. That doesn't worry me. Gust up to 22. That's gust. Gust come and go. They might not even hit the gust, right? They might not even come through the stadium that much. So Seattle and Kansas City, you can play wide receivers in that game. It's gonna be decent. So I'm still rolling out DK. I'm still rolling out Juju. I'm still playing these guys. One of the best, safest games to play with all the weather. All right, moving on. The Atlanta versus the Ravens. It says it's supposed to be 22 degrees outside, 14 miles per hour wind, and a gust of 33. That worries me. The gust of 33, that worries me. That's high up there. The 14 miles per hour is here and there. So do I feel like receivers going to get off this game? Not really. I think it's still another running back game. I think it's a Cordell Patterson and a Tyler Algier game. Also with the Ravens, I think it's a J.K. and a Gus Edwards and maybe a Mark Andrews game. I don't think the wide receivers are going to be hitting in this game. So you might want to lower your expectations or pivot from these guys. Okay, Detroit versus the Panthers. They say it's supposed to be 33 degrees in the Detroit versus the Panthers game. That's fair. I'm in North Carolina. That's cold, but it ain't nothing like super duper cold and stuff to where people going to be like way out of their character. 9 miles per hour wind, which is fair. Gust up to 23. That's gust 20 up in the 20 miles per hour. It ain't in the 40. That's fair. So these players, I think you still can play DJ Chark the do. Yeah, DJ Chark the do. You can play him. You can play Amon Ra. Panthers, you play DJ Moore. Terrence Marshall is a sleeper because if they get behind in this game, the Panthers need to throw it. Detroit has a great run defense. This ain't a Deontay Foreman game. This is a Trooper Hubbard couple carries game. Get him out on the edge or whatever and throw him some passes. So I like the pass catching weapons in this game of DJ Moore, Terrence Marshall, Amon-Ra St. Brown, DJ Chark the do, and also Jameson Williams and Khalif Raymond. Like, I'm not saying all these guys are stars, but if you got these guys and you wanted to play them, the weather shouldn't be the deterring factor off of that. All right, moving on, guys. The next game is the Raiders and the Steelers. Yes, the Raiders and the Steelers. And they say the weather on this game, guys, is supposed to be 10 degrees. Yes, 10 degrees with 13 miles per hour consistent wind. and Augusta 29. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Again, I love Najee and I love Josh Jacobs, and I think we pretty much know that. Maybe not Najee or Najee. I know some people tell me it's Najee. I call him Najee. But yeah, you playing the running backs all day long, guys. Jalen Warren, if you got him as a backup, you can maybe play him if you want to. But Deontay Foreman, Pat Freiermuth, you got to lower your expectations for not Deontay Foreman, but Deontay Johnson. You got to lower your expectations, guys, with this bad weather. You got to lower Deontay Johnson. I don't know if he's getting hyper targeted. Raiders, Devontae Adams, I'm playing him, but I'm not thinking he's going to go for 20 points, 30 points, 40 points, right? So it's a running back game, tight end, alpha wide receivers in that order. Top your bell cow running backs, tight ends, and alpha wide receivers. That's the only guys I'm playing in those games. All right, moving on. Let me see. Let me get to some of the questions in the chat real quick. Okay, Chris. What's going on with you, Chris? He says Lawrence, Minshew, or Purdy. I'm going Minshew. I'm going Minshew over Lawrence and Purdy. Purdy, I think, is going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay, but I still would play Minshew over here. And I can't tell you to play Purdy over Lawrence. That's too cutting. That's too edgy. I don't have the ball. Maybe I will do it on my team, but I'm not going to tell y'all to do that. You know what I'm saying? So Minshew all day, Chris. Travis, he said, what up, bro? What's up with you, bro? Yes, sir. And CHB said, yeah, we can chop it up over the matchup. I'll see you the email shortly. Okay, bro. Yeah, do that. Appreciate that. And E says, only other wide receiver is Sutton. Shaking my head. Wide receiver poverty. Yeah, you can't play Sutton. You can't play Sutton. So, yeah, I would just probably go ahead and start Zay Jones. Okay. So, the next game is the New Orleans Saints versus Cleveland. Now, guys, they say this game supposed to feel like negative 18 degrees outside. You definitely cannot play no wide receivers in this game. I said what I said. If you want to, I mean, you got to play your studs. If you got a stud, there really ain't no even DPJ, Donovan People-Jones, or Amari Cooper. Hopefully, you got somebody else. I don't want to play them. New Orleans, we know Chris Olave has been hurt. I'm not really big into playing him. The guys that I'm really trying to play in this game, guys, is Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara. Maybe Juwan Johnson as a tight end, because remember, tight end is volatile. So Taysom Hill, I love him. I think he's a smash play in this type of weather. I'm telling you, Taysom Hill, I said it here first. Play Taysom Hill. Cleveland, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. A little bit of David Njoku. That's it. And they say it's going to be cloudy, blowing, drifting snow. Gusts up to 63 miles per hour, guys. You can't play a wide receiver in this game, if you ask me. You got to stick to the running back. This is going to be a running back heavily dominated game, and also a heavily running back dominant week because it's so cold outside. So this is the running back times, guys. They about to show out. So play running backs over wide receivers when it's close. Next is Buffalo versus Bears. Another tough game. They say this game feels like negative 14 degrees weather. 20 miles per hour gusts. 20 miles per hour wind, gusts up to 32. That's kind of bad. 32 miles per hour gusts can push the ball to the left, right, or down, or high, or whatever. So to me, guys, I would try to just play Devin Singletary, James Cook, and Dawson Knox, and Josh Allen. I'm playing Josh Allen because he can run the ball. So running quarterbacks are good in these type of games. Not throwing quarterbacks, running quarterbacks. And Bears, I'm starting Justin Fields, Cole Kmet, that's it. And David Montgomery and Khalil Herbert. Those are the only guys that I'm starting. I told you I'm fading those wide receivers. All right, moving on. Got two more games to talk about. Next game is Houston versus Tennessee, guys. Yes, Houston versus Tennessee. And they say this game supposed to be 18-degree weather and 12 miles per hour consistent wind, but a gust up to 24. That's not terrible. So can you play Brandon Cooks or Chris Moore if you want to? If you wanted to, if you need to, you can. It's okay. They're not going to be terrible in the game. Tennessee, you want to play Chigo, the tight end, with Willis out there, maybe. I think Willis need to run the ball 15 times. It is. I said what I said. If Willis that's why they picked up a veteran quarterback. If Willis go down, he go down, but he got to be part of the run game. So I got him in a dynasty league. I'm thinking about playing him because my guys are hurt. Jalen Hurts is hurt. I don't have anybody else. No pun intended with Jalen Hurts. I don't have anybody else. So I might have to put Malik Willis out there and pray that he runs it with Derrick Henry, not just Derrick Henry every single time. So this is a big-time Derrick Henry game. It's cold. So this is, again, another high running back type game, but you can play your wide receivers, the top end guys, if you need to. All right, last game, guys. This is the Jags versus the Jets. This is tonight. 40 degrees. That's not bad for a night game. 40 degrees weather. That's fine. High winds. They talk about high winds. Not nothing crazy high winds, but just high winds. Maybe 15 miles per hour, something like that. No gusts or anything. And they talking about an 80% chance of rain. So it's going to be raining. It's going to be cold. That's the problem. So to me, only reason why I'm telling you to play Trevor Lawrence, I cannot sit Trevor Lawrence for a top 24 quarterback. I'm not going to sit Trevor Lawrence for Brock Purdy. I know I'm cutting edge, but I just can't do it. I don't think Purdy's that good. So I'm only making those. I'm only sitting Trevor Lawrence for certain type of quarterbacks. It's got to be a certain type of quarterbacks. Even with Zach Wilson, I don't feel great about Zach Wilson, but am I bitching him for somebody else? If I could, if it's a good, warm, decent game, maybe. But I think Zach Wilson can come through. I don't know if it's going to be tonight, but I think he's going to be good going forward. He showed me a lot last week. So, guys, like I said, if you got guys in the Jags and Jets, you got wide receivers, maybe you pivot. But the running backs, ETN, my Bam Bam Knight, Michael Carter, I'm playing these guys. I think it's going to be a running back game. Again, it's a running back game. All right, let me get to the comments. Okay. Sleepy Refresh. He says pick 3 full PPR. Travis Etienne, David Montgomery, Adam Thielen, Gary Wilson, Darius Slayton, and Drake London. Okay, let me see about, because I think I might like Darius Slayton. Okay, let me see what this weather going to be like in the Minnesota game. I think they at home. Minnesota's at home. So with Minnesota being at home, bruh, I'm pretty sure, I think, if Minnesota's not at home, don't play Darius Slayton. So I like Darius Slayton, and I like David Montgomery. And let me see. And Travis Etienne. Travis Etienne, David Montgomery, and Darius Slayton. Those are my 3, bruh. Adam Thielen is fine, but I think KJ Osborne got more sauce than Adam Thielen right now. I think KJ Osborne is moving into that number 2 role. Even though Adam Thielen's still going to get targets, I just think KJ Osborne is a better play to him this week. So I'm going to say David Montgomery, Travis Etienne, and Darius Slayton. Conscious Machine. He says, live show. Hell yeah. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jordan Sweetie, he says, is Knight playing? If so, play him, DJ Moore, or Hollywood Brown. I say I would play. I probably would play Bam Knight over DJ Moore, but it's very close. Only reason why I'm going with Knight is because he's a running back. Again, I'm choosing to go with the running backs over the wide receivers that I would normally go with the wide receiver, but the weather's so cold, I'm going with the running back. So I'd rather go with Bam Knight over DJ Moore. No Hollywood Brown. I'm not playing no Hollywood Brown. He's just too volatile, and the quarterback, they got a backup quarterback in there. So Bam Knight, bro, over DJ Moore, but it's close. Stacy, what's going on? Appreciate you showing support as always. She said, "Yo, just checking in." Yes, sir. Thank you, Stacy. And Conscious Machine says, anyone think I should play Jags defense tonight or wait and play Tennessee versus Houston? I probably would play Tennessee versus Houston with that cold weather game. Yep. With that cold weather game, I probably would play Tennessee because it's going to be real cold there. And Conscious Machine says McSorley has a 70-yard touchdown pass to Hollywood when they were in Baltimore. Cutting edge information. I don't believe so, man. I seen Trace McSorley play. I seen him how he played in Baltimore. I'm still not going to no Marquise. I'm not trying to pull that in no championship. I think that's getting too cute, but it could happen, bro. And if you're right, just hit me up in the comment section and let me know. I'm just not looking for Trace McSorley. Now, listen, if I want to play Trace McSorley, I'm going to play him just because I feel like he can be efficient enough in a good weather game and give me 2 touchdowns. I'm not playing Marquise Brown just because Trace McSorley hit him when they was in Baltimore. This is a D-Hop team. I don't even know if they even throw it deep like that to Marquise Brown. He's very volatile with his catching. I'm not saying he suck anything. He's just volatile with his catching. But that is cutting edge information though, bro, because I can see how that can make me pivot towards playing McSorley over somebody else with knowing that Marquise Brown with the 70-yard connection that they had. Yes, sir. All right, let me see if there's anything else I want to talk to y'all about. Okay, guys, and so I'm going to go over, before I get out of here, if we don't got any more questions, I'm going to go over my top 12 wide receivers for this week, and I'm just going to read through the list. My number 1 wide receiver for this week is Tyreek Hill, duh, right? TD, we already know that. Justin Jefferson, number 2, duh, TD, we know that. And number 3, I'm pretty sure you know Devontae Adams. Even though he's playing in a bad weather game in Pittsburgh, I just wanted to put him in there and let y'all know you still have to play him. You can't get super cute and bench him unless you got like a bunch of stud wide receivers in good weather games. But going with number 4 is Amon-Ra St. Brown playing against Carolina. I love Amon-Ra St. Brown this week. I like DK at number 5. I like Chris Godwin at number 6 playing against Arizona. I like Keenan Allen at number 7 playing against Indianapolis. I like DJ Moore at number 8 playing against Detroit. And I like Mike Evans, number 9, playing against Arizona. I also like Christian Watson playing against Miami at number 10. Good weather game. Number 11, I like Mike Williams playing against Indianapolis in the Dome. Wait a minute. I don't know who's at home. Yeah, I haven't looked. I just got Indianapolis right here. But either way, it's going to be a good weather game. Number 12, I like Juju Smith playing against Seattle. I think he's the guy, the receiver that's going to get hyper-targeted. Not big plays, but hyper-targeted. Over 8 targets. And then let me talk about my running backs. At number 1, I got Derrick Henry. He's collecting taxes. He's playing against Houston. He has 2 200-yard games against Houston. I don't know what can change this week. Hopefully he don't go for 200 yards because I'm going against Derrick Henry in the league. Number 2 is Austin Eckler against Indianapolis. You got to squeeze the Los Angeles Chargers. They have a lot of great weapons against a weak team like Indianapolis. This is a green bean matchup for Chargers. Number 3, I like Alvin Kamara against Cleveland. Bad weather game, but he's gonna get 20 totes. Also him and Taysom Hill. So I like Alvin Kamara because the weather's gonna be so bad. Number 4, I like Najee Harris. Another bad weather game. And also, this is a game for Franco Harris, and Najee wants to play good for Franco. So that's another caveat. Number 5, I like Jared McKinnon. He's been balling out. He's the number 1 running back the last 3 to 4 weeks. So I got to give him his respect. Number 6 is J.K. Dobbins. Even though the guy's not 100%, he's like 90%. He still is very, very explosive. So J.K. Dobbins playing against Atlanta is a green bean matchup. Number 7 is Latavius Murray against the Los Angeles Rams. I love Latavius Murray. He's a something consistent that's on Denver. They're giving him all the goal line carries, and I love that. That makes me feel good. Remember, I told y'all about honey touches. Those are more important than snaps. A guy might be only getting 8 snaps a game, but if he getting every single goal line opportunity, like AKA Jamal Williams, then you play. But they also been fading Jamal Williams out of that position too. But we ain't talking about Jamal Williams. We talking about Latavius Murray, and he's getting everything. Number 8 is Leonard Fournette and Rachaad White playing against Arizona. If you got any one of these guys, you start. If you got both of them, you can start both of them and squeeze it if you needed to. Number 9 is A.J. Dillon against Miami. I think he's a smash play against Miami. When he gets a rushing touchdown, they win 95% of the time. Number 10 is Zonovan Knight against Jacksonville. He's playing tonight, and it's a bad weather game, so I'm going with the running back. Number 11 is DeAndre Swift. He's playing against Carolina. I believe it's time for DeAndre Swift to hit. Like I said, in the playoffs, they need him in big games. They need to win out. So I like DeAndre Swift to get some big carries and maybe a goal line touchdown. And last but not least is Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson. Both of these guys. Now, again, this is like another squeeze opportunity, but I like Raheem Mostert a little bit more. But I had to mention Jeff Wilson because Jeff Wilson is going to be getting opportunities too. And Mike McDaniels doesn't care about a bell count. He'll give the ball to anybody who's hot. So I believe Mostert is running a little bit better than Jeff right now. So I'm going to go with Mostert. But if you want to go with Jeff Wilson, that's fine too. All right. So let me get the rest of these questions. Let me see. All right. Got you. Okay. CHB says Bucks defense or Jags defense? Let me see. Jags. I'm probably going with. I'm gonna go with the Jags. I'm gonna go with the Jags defense, man. It's a tough game. It's a bad weather game, so that's what making me want to go with the Jags defense. But bro, Tampa Bay got a better defense, and they playing against Arizona, who has a backup quarterback. So in a perfect weather game, I'm going with Tampa Bay all day. But because of the weather, man, it makes me want to go with the Jags. So I'm gonna leave that up to you. Me personally, I probably would go because it's defense. I probably would go with the Jags. But again, if you want to go with Tampa Bay because they got power, they got players, really good players on that side of the ball. But the weather is just not that bad. So to me, I'm going with the Jags. That's a great question, though, CHB. Conscious Machine says, can you rank Foreman, Ayuk, Hollywood, and Pickens for PPR? Yes, I can. I'm going to have to go with... Ooh, this is tough. This is tough. I cannot put Hollywood out there. Man, because of the weather, I'm going to go with Ayuk. Ayuk is my number one. I'm going to go with Foreman, Hollywood, then Pickens. Ayuk, Foreman, Hollywood, then Pickens. And I'm going to explain to you. Pickens is in a terrible weather game. Terrible weather game. Hollywood is not in so much of a terrible weather game, but he has a backup quarterback. And I just don't want to trust that, right? I don't want to go to Hollywood just because of Trace McSorley. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me just to do it for 1 week. Ayuk, San Francisco is a good team, and Ayuk hasn't had a lot of opportunities, but Debo is out again. So you got to find a way to get somebody else the ball other than Kittle. So I think Ayuk can get some opportunities more than he had last week, and he dropped the touchdown pass. So if he don't drop the touchdown pass, I think he's going to be fine. So to me, bro, I'm going to go with Ayuk, Foreman. I just got to mention because it's a bad weather game. So they're going to give him about 10 touches against Detroit. What he do with it, who knows? So I'm going to say Ayuk, Foreman, Hollywood, Pickens. Let me see. Conscious Machine says, thanks, TD, anytime, bro. And Gabriel, he said, yo, Detroit, Pats, or Bengals DST. Thoughts on Swift, Dylan, Pacheco, and Rashad White this week? Thanks. I got you, bro. So he says Detroit, Pats, or Bengals DST. Let me see. What's the New England game? 40 miles per hour. That's going to be tough against the Bengals. Detroit. I might like Detroit defense. I'm going to go with let's go with Bengals DST here. I'm going to go with Bengals DST over the Detroit DST. And he says, thoughts on Swift? I think he's a great fantasy playoff running back to play in the flex. So in the flex, I would play Swift all day. Dylan is a must start. As you know, I'm not saying put him as your RB1 or 2, but he's a must start. You should start Dylan. Pacheco and Rashad White. So I would rank them this way. I would say Dylan, Swift, Rashad White, and Pacheco. Dylan, Swift, Rashad White, then Pacheco, bro. Yes, sir. And Conscious Machine says, hit that like button. Yes, sir, guys. Hit that like button. Show support to the channel. All right, guys. I'm going to get ready to get out of here, guys. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Also, guys, make sure you sign up for the OnlyFans in the off season to show support. I will be providing you reaction videos, and I will be doing some special things for OnlyFans, especially with me having time off where I don't got like a daily routine in the off season. So I'm providing some stuff just for OnlyFans. So make sure you sign up for OnlyFans, guys. Nothing weird going over there. Y'all be safe. Appreciate you, Gabriel. Peace.